Right, Khan. Shalom Akim, Kahalaim La, Yahaba Shemya Shaba Shem Hakodash, double honors, scripts and apostles, Thalia, Thalia, Shah for strength, in order to make this video, and double honors to Grims apostles once more. Shalom and Yahaba Shemya Shah, Brakatha. This is the part 2 to the other video, because I had to cut it short, I had to deal with some other things, but point being is I mentioned Ezekiel about the fact that, damn. Let me even try to get. Hold on. Oh yeah. Come. Thought sure. Based on Yahweh Shimon making our foreheads are stronger than theirs. That's the point. So, and I did say I was gonna get another precept too. I said I'll search up. Let me search that one up as well just to prepare it. Alright. Come on. Alright, I've got it here. Now let me get Ezekiel. Ezekiel right now. This is Ezekiel 3 and 8, verse 9, verse 8 to 9. Behold, I have made thy face strong against their faces, and thy forehead strong against their foreheads. As an adamant harder than flint, have I made thy forehead. Fear them not, neither be dismayed at their looks, though they be a rebellious house. Now that's really upon when preaching the word unto Israelites, man. Because Ezekiel 3 is based on studying the word and of course preaching it unto Israel. That's really the commandment that's given right there within Ezekiel chapter 3. But considering what Yahweh Shimshah has given us of a hard mind, which really pertains to a strong will as well, against these 2/3 Israelites and those who are against Yahweh Shimshah, the thing is, it's also part of the wisdom that we got and the strength we got to use against Esau, Edom as well. As the scriptures say, be wise as serpents, harmless as doves too. Where if Esau tries to then tempt us with his vain and vanity riches, all we need to do is meditate upon the precepts, and of course we're able to resist. And through Yahweh Shimashai, he strengthens our spirit to resist as well. That's why studying these scriptures are essential, man, because this is our wisdom, and the wisdom is what's needed in order to give us life, and also helps us navigate this life as well. So that was the point that I was going to get in the previous video. But let me get to 1 Timothy again. But let me get another verse within 1 Timothy to bring that balance up. Because, it's mentioned in 1 Timothy 6, verse, I think, around verse 9, about the love of money is the root of all evil. So of course that's why I was then going on about the examples of selling out, man, through obviously Esau trying to offer up money, vain money, because his system is going to fall anyways, so there'll be no point in taking it. That's the thing. And there's a difference between Yahweh Shimshah blessing you with resources and obviously Esau trying to tempt you to then do evil, man. That's why people call those actors of Hollywood and those at the top who got positions right now in movies or even just in institutions, super high institutions. They're pretty much sellouts, man. I'm talking about Jake specifically, because behind the scenes they would have had to do some things in order to get to that position. Now let me get to 1 Timothy. 1 Timothy 6, yeah. First Timothy 6. Now, this is the balance that Paul's bringing out here right now. This is the balance, because of course, we still gotta use resources, but this is if Yahweh Shimshai blesses a person with riches, or you got a few more or more resources than other brothers. This is what you ought to do, and I'm a reader right now. So it says this, 1 Timothy 6, verse 17 to verse 19. Charge them that are rich in this world that they be not high-minded, nor trust in uncertain riches. Remember, I said remember Yahushua said, Solomon in Ecclesiastes 2, verse 17 and also verse 11, that the works of this world are really vanity and vexation of spirit. Because at the end of the day, you do lose it. Since we work and then we die and then we lose those resources. That alone just shows the worthlessness of it too. Now, it don't mean that we're nihilistic too, man. Yahweh Shimashah is what keeps our minds stable in this society, in this degenerate society, as we also labor, work our jobs, and have our sources of income, to support ourselves for the time being. Now, let me read this now. 1 Timothy 6, verse 17. Charge them that are rich, so of course you got extra resources, in this world, that they be not high-minded. I remember Apostle Gabal also made a video, which really inspired this video too, on Anton Daniels, who was boasting on his riches based on one of the GMS camps in America, man. Can't remember what camp it was, but it was one of the GMS camps that he was talking about. So Anton Daniel was driving by, and then he was boasting, saying that you guys are broke or whatnot. And he doesn't understand. You see, that's the reasoning of a foolish person right there. Because he doesn't understand that those riches of which he boasts of, they're vanity, and of course, which means worthlessness. And that worthlessness is what can easily be taken away from him. Because the thing is, it's not as if he's giving glory to Yahweh Shai for giving him those riches. And even adding on to that as well, he's also mocking the brotherhood, man, for being in their lowly state. Instead of him to come in humility and then support them, give them money to support them, and then obviously the Most High would then, of course, cleanse his sins, or wink at some of what he does. But he didn't come in humility. If a rich person is to come to the camp, let them come in humility and with the desire to help as well, as it says here. So it says in 1 Timothy 6 and 17, charge them that are rich in this world that they be not high-minded. So of course humility is key. Don't boast. If the Most High gives you resources, good. Now help the brothers. Help the brothers, man. Of course, use wisdom when handling the resources that you're blessed with. It says here that they be not high-minded, nor trust in uncertain riches. So of course the point is our confidence, as it says in Psalms 118, I think verse 9, that our confidence is rooted in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, or our shield and our faith is in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Something along those lines. I'll probably get after this. Our shield and our faith is in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So of course, we don't trust in these uncertain riches, because how we know that these riches are uncertain, as I said in the previous video, man. First of all, is digits on a screen. All it takes is for Yahweh Shem Yahushua to send one blackout, man. Whether it be global or local to wherever you are, all it takes is one blackout. All those riches are done. You ain't got nothing anymore. Because digits in the bank account, and also just cash, which is worthless at the end of the day. People, just watch. If a blackout happens, people are just looking, okay, food, water, shelter. That's literally what the carnal person will think of. Food, water, shelter. But for those of us with reasoning, have been studying the scriptures, we've been prepared in the mind that don't worry, don't fear these things that are to come. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is who we'll trust, man. He will guide us in what to do. In certain ways, he can send Yahweh Shem Yahushua can send an angel to you to also guide you. The angel takes a certain form of a man, of whom you may recognize, and then guides you to a certain place, man, or to do certain things. it will be clearly obvious in, of course, the way Yahweh Shemeshai deals with you, what to do in that time of Jacob's struggle. So that's when the possessions of this world are going to be dropped anyways. Really, in the MOTB, that's when they're all dropped. Because Esau's going to try. People really, as I said in the previous video, fear and faith are the greatest incentives. People fearing the loss of their possessions show that their trust is in those possessions. For us who fear Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, we don't care about our possessions of this world. That's the thing. And of course, the true test of that will be when the MOTB comes, the mark of the beast comes, which is the microchip implant. The reason why I do say it is because, whenever new brothers may come, if they watch, let them learn as well. But yeah, the MOTB, mark of the beast, is then a thing. Of course, as I said in the, I think, like 2 videos ago about the fear of Yahweh Shemeshai versus the fear of Esau Edom, wherever the people's fear lies or rests at, that's where that's what their actions will be based upon. As I said, our reasoning is based on the fear of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Hence why we don't mind by losing the possessions of this, or if anything, it will give us more peace of mind because, brothers being stressed out in jobs and, dealing with their business or whatnot, the stress of it and all that stuff. Once that time comes, even if we do cast into prison, it'll be an affliction, but at least we ain't got to deal with, the responsibilities of, working in Esau's kingdom, having to deal with Edomites and heathens and all their little tactics to frustrate us, hypocrisies, and I can understand what I'm saying, man. The things that frustrate you, man. That's the thing. So that's why through the reasoning of the scriptures, we then reject the world. That's the point. And of course, considering this current time as well, cash, we still use it. Of course, we still use bank accounts. The point is to reject the mark of the beast, man, the MOTB, which goes under the skin. And of course, in that time as well, CBDCs, if it be so that Esau then implements it on phones for people to use it through phones, and then shortly after, before that, then the MOTB will come. Things even with those CBDCs, we still got to use it, man, because we're still using the world. The point is not to have that thing, that chip under the skin. That's the point. If anything to remember, don't take the chip. Do not take the MOTB. And of course, pray to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua to give you the strength so that you reject it in that time. That's why Yahushua then said, or Yahweh Hashem Yahushua then said, then I will save you from the hour of temptation. He's the one who's going to reserve us and keep the strong will within us to reject that mark, man. Anyways, let me get to the point. So, 1 Timothy 6 and 18. 6 and 17 once more, and then up to 19. Charge them that are rich in this world that they be not high-minded, nor trusting on certain riches, but in the living power Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, who giveth us richly all things to enjoy. So really, the things of which we do enjoy, our contentment as well, it's all provided by Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, the food, the water, the water we drink, the shelter we got, even our ability to even support the brothers is all by Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. And that's what, and he's the one who also helps us, who brings joy within us, despite being in a lowly condition. That's why, when we're with the brotherhood, there are also laughs that go around, man, when discussing certain topics. That all helps. That's all Yahweh Hashem Yahushua nourishing our spirits too. Keeping us strong and of course lively, man. And for us not to get too sorrowful in this low state. So it says in verse 18 that they do good, that they be rich in good works, ready to distribute, willing to communicate. So that's really the advice right there. That's the balance right there. It says the love of money is the root of all evil. And also if Yahweh Hashem Yahushua also giveth you an extra increase as well, always consider the brotherhood, man. That's the point. Your brothers may need support, and you may not know. So it says, charge them that are rich. Charge them that are rich. Oh, Salaki, I've already read that. Verse 18, that they do good, that they be rich in good works, ready to distribute, willing to communicate. So of course, obviously, keeping the works of Yahweh Shem Yashai is also the priority, man. You've got extra resources, but question is, are you still producing videos? Are you still going to camp? That's the standard. That's the really first works that we ought to do day by day. And it says ready to distribute, willing to communicate. So of course, bro, always pretty much inquiring, if brothers need help, for them to contact you, or you can help them, to communicate with them, ask them, do you need help? I'm talking about financial help here, by the way, because this is the context that we're talking about. And it says here, willing to communicate, ready to distribute. So of course, when you got those extra resources, for the brothers that are in need, you provide that portion onto them, man. According to each need. Of course, depending on how much you have, then you can give extra as well on top of that. But all according to Yahweh Shem Yashai as well. So that's verse 18. Verse 19, laying up in store, willing to communicate, laying up in store for themselves a good foundation against the time to come, that they may hold on eternal life. So of course, if a person has riches, them distributing, of course, the riches to the brother to help the brotherhood, which means ready to distribute, willing to communicate, asking for help. Asking if they need help and then supporting them. By them doing that, they pretty much do this. They're laying up in store for themselves a good foundation against the time to come, which means Jacob's trouble, that they may hold on eternal life. So of course, as you also perform charity unto the brotherhood, you're also doing a good work and laying up treasures in heaven too, man. Where Yahweh Shem Yashai sees this, and then you also be kept safe and strong in Jacob's trouble too. So that's also another means. As well as us doing these works, but also helping the brotherhood financially. Of course, if you have the extra, then yeah, brothers gonna receive that help, man. And you yourself, you'll be protected during Jacob's trouble just for those good works that you did, of helping the brotherhood. Right. So that's first anything. Let me get a few more. So let's see. This is Ecclesiastes 7 and 12. For wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense, but the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it. That's why I said at the end of the video, riches without wisdom is vain. Look at Esau, man. He's like the macrocosm of that. He trusts in his riches. That's why his latter end will be destruction. As I said in the other video, fools with riches will end up in destruction. That's the thing. But he who is wise, that's why I said wisdom is a defense. It said that first. Then it said, secondly, money is a defense also. It says, but the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it. So of course, first thing really is to get that wisdom. So that once you do have that wisdom, you then know if Yahweh Shem Yashai then gives you the increase in resources and money, your business does well, or you get a job promotion, or even you transfer jobs to an even better job, more pay, then that in itself too, because of the fact that you got the wisdom of the scriptures prior to that, you'll know how to handle the resources, how to distribute it, how to handle it for yourself so that you don't squander it, first of all. And of course, you'll know, those are the two major things. You know how to manage it for yourself, you know how to manage it for the Akim too, to support them. So that's Ecclesiastes 7 verse 12. For wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense. But the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it. Without the wisdom, that money wouldn't be as much of a defense, man, if you don't know how to handle it. Especially a large amount of it too. That's why you got stories of certain brothers, in America. I've heard apostles say this every now and then, where a lottery may be won, and then the brother just pretty much just scoots out, man. That's because his mind isn't rooted in the scriptures. What really a brother ought to do is really, obviously, if you got bill, every brother got bills to pay. Set that portion for yourself to pay up your bills and your rent, but also lay out a portion to support brothers in need, man, as well. That's what should have been done. But as the scriptures say, 1 Timothy 6 and I think 9 or verse 10, for the love of money is the root of all evil. So obviously that strong desire for money is what makes people fall out of the truth, because of they get a huge payout made from the lottery, or they sell out to Esau, innit? So those are the 2 points right there. Let me get Proverbs now. I've got to get the balance there so that we understand, how to actually use the world as well. That's the thing. But it's not as if money is evil, because if it was so that money was evil, that means we wouldn't have any bank accounts, if you really think about it. If money was actually evil, we wouldn't be having bank accounts, or we wouldn't use cash in this truth, man. We'll be like one of those who are off grid. That's how we'll be like. But we're still in this world, we're still in this society. But the point being is the desire for it. That's where the danger comes in, the evil comes in. That's why we've got to be rooted in these scriptures, man. No matter how dire the situation is, Yahweh Shem Yasharatazar, He will help us. That's where our confidence lies within. I remember Job, man. He went through his affliction. He was rich, then he was lowly, and after that phase of affliction, he was double the amount of riches that he had, man. And that's the way the elect of Yahweh Shai will be in a macrocosm of things. Where when we get to the kingdom of Yahweh Shai, we're going to get 100-fold what we got in this life right now, man. 100-fold, man. Planets. And that's for Israel only. Only. Now let me get Proverbs 11 verse 4. And this is why you shouldn't trust in uncertain riches. This is Proverbs 11 and 4. Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. Part of righteousness is also wisdom, the wisdom of the scriptures. So if a person has wisdom of the scriptures, they'll know that, okay, it's not worth it to die or to sacrifice your morals or integrity just because of riches. And our morals and integrity is based upon these scriptures right here. So that's why wisdom first is a defense. Wisdom first is a defense. Then money is a defense. You gotta have wisdom first, or else you're just gonna be foolish and lead, and obviously, the riches then lead to your own destruction. Yeah. So that's Proverbs 11 verse 4. I'm gonna wrap it up soon. Let's see Psalms. Just checking the time as well. Psalms 46. Is it Psalms 46? Was it 47? Hold up. Actually, I had another precept on deck, actually. It says in 1 Corinthians 1 and 20, where is the wise, where is the scribe, where is the disputer of this world? Hath not the Most High made foolish the wisdom of this world? So, of course, those who trust in. Thing is, with the wisdom of this world, let's focus on that advice there. You gotta get your bag up and all that stuff on riches. Thing is, the advice on trusting in riches, that's the foolishness right there, because the latter end is that all those riches will be demolished and cleared out. Bank account zero, no cash, no value in cash. If you ain't got the MOTB, you can't partake in society. That's the end. And the utmost latter end is, the nuclear destruction fire for those who are in America right now, man. Israel and America right now. Real heathens are gonna obviously be burnt off as well. So that will be the latter end, destruction. And it says here, so that's I think 1 Corinthians 1 and 10. Let me check that again. 1 Corinthians 1 and 20. That the wisdom of this world is foolishness unto Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Let me get this precept here. It's probably in Proverbs as well. Now I'm gonna try to close it out to you. This is Proverbs 2, verse 1 to 5. My son, if thou wilt receive my words and hide my commandments with thee, so that thou incline thine ear unto wisdom and apply thine heart to understanding, yea, if thou criest after knowledge and liftest up thy voice for understanding, if thou seekest her, wisdom, as silver, and searchest for her, wisdom, as for hid treasures, then shalt thou understand the fear of the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahshua, and find the knowledge of the Most High Yahweh. That's the thing. The key point right here is the fact that we gotta seek wisdom as though we were seeking silver and gold. It says here, if thou seekest her as silver, and searchest for her as for hid treasures. The same way a person would search out for gold. In those movies where you got a guy, an explorer, who searches for gold, and they're very diligent with that search. It's the same way we've got to be diligent when seeking out this knowledge as well, man. Studying and, of course, applying it as well as teaching it too. So that's Proverbs 2, verse 1 to 5, man. And as I said before, wisdom first, man, before the riches. That's the thing, or else you can't handle the resources, the extra resources that Yahweh Shem gives you. But that's the point right there. That's the point. So I'm going to end off there. Shalom. Kahalayim la Yahweh Shem Yahshua Bashar Kodash. Double on the scripts and apostles. Thadia Shah for the strength and also made this video as well. It's been the brother Ratazaracha Halawaya. Willing spirit, praise Yahweh or Yahweh's will. And then spirit, and then praise Yahweh, man. That's what it means. Ratazaracha Halawaya. Anyway, Shalom. Double on the scripts and apostles as well. Brakthayah. Shalom. And Yahweh Shem Yahshua Brakatham to you brothers too, man.